Hey guys, Gaming Dragon back, and in the next game we're gonna be playing through is the Batman Arkham City, and this one, I'm sure as a lot of y'all will know, is quite a bit bigger, and there's more stuff to do. But don't worry, we're gonna show everything, all the Riddler trophies, side missions, and all that, and the Catwoman missions. And you guys enjoy this opening cutscene.
Look what I found.
Don't touch it, man. He'll kill you.
How long till the boss gets here?
He'll be here.
Riley said he saw the bat. Is he here too?
In Arkham City. Why would he come here? You guys just need to chill the hell out.
It's Batman!
What the hell?
Sorry to disappoint you boys. It's just little old me.
So yeah, the start of the game, you start off playing as Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman. And
You're ours.
I think it's a fairly cool way to start the game. And originally when the game came out, you had to download the Catwoman story missions and all that. So I kind of like that. They integrate all her missions into the main story. So it's just a nice little change of pace a little bit. That the first bit of gameplay we get is of Catwoman. Instead of either as Batman or anything else like that. But yeah, judging from the decor and the guys, these guys are associates of Two-Face.
Try and get one over on me, will you, Harv? I don't think so.
Get your filthy paws off that now.
Wake up, Mr. Wayne. We have much to discuss.
Strange? You won't get away with this.
I already have.
This is Vicky Vale, reporting live from Arkham City, the controversial super prison built right here in the heart of Gotham. In a few moments, Bruce Wayne will be live on stage to explain his sudden interest in Gotham politics. The infamous Playboy millionaire has never been one
It's
to...
billionaire, Vicky. Millionaires are so last year.
I assumed that you thought yourself untouchable. Well, as you can see, no one is untouchable.
Thank you! Thank you, Gotham! Imprisoned behind these walls, gang leaders are fighting a bloody war in the middle of our once great city. Every inmate from Arkham Asylum and Blackgate Prison has been relocated to this facility. How can this be safe for the people of Gotham? Shut Arkham City down. It's out of control.
Shut it down. By the end of tonight, I will be a hero, just like you. Batman.
Today, I'm starting the campaign to close Arkham City and make Gotham safe again.
Remember, Wayne is the priority target.
Surround him!
Hands in the air, Wayne. We have Wayne.
Target secured.
I feel I should thank you. Capturing Bruce Wayne is so much easier than Batman. And now that we have you, Protocol 10 is ready to begin. It will be my legacy, a monument to your failure. And if you try to stop me, I guarantee everyone will know your secret.
And if you guys want to skip this next bit, go to about the 8-minute mark. If you guys want to skip all the dialogue from Hugo and get to more action gameplay.
Up until this point, you have shown total disregard for the law, for society, and yourself. From this moment on, you are no longer part of the society that you have shown no respect for. You have been separated from the good people of Gotham. By committing the actions that resulted in you being sent here, you have given up the right to a so-called normal life.
And I was just gonna let the Hugo's dialogue play out for those who were curious or just wanted to listen to it, or those who had just never seen it and just went on with the gameplay.
To approach the wall will be considered an act of escape and will be met with extreme force. Rule 2. All prisoners must surrender themselves for full psychiatric examination when requested. Failure to surrender will be met with extreme force, followed by a level 9 and 10 psychiatric profiling. Rule 3. Tiger operatives have full jurisdiction in Arkham City. If for any reason a Tiger operative approaches or issues an order to you, you must immediately adopt a kneeling position and place both hands on the back of your head. Failure to adopt this position will be considered an aggressive response and will be met with extreme force. These rules are mandatory, and by the power vested in me, by the people of Gotham City, lawful.
Okay, and now here's where we start getting out. If for all you guys who were who either watched all that or skipped ahead a little bit in the video and didn't want to wait and didn't want to listen to all the dialogue from Hugo. So yeah, Bruce Wayne got himself captured and sent into Arkham City. You'll have to unravel the mystery of whatever that Protocol 10 was that the good professor was mentioning, and said that now that we have Bruce Wayne, Protocol 10 can now commence. If you look over here, you can see Roman Sionis, aka the Black Mass, offering, at least some resistance to a pair of Tiger guards. And if you go over here, you can see some more of the inmates. And a brief interaction between two inmates here.
I hear Penguins put a price on your head. I'm cashing you in.
You work for the Penguin?
I did. What's it to you?
I hate the Penguin.
Break his face! Come on! Smash him in the face!
Break it up, ladies.
It looks like the Tiger Guard, does a fairly good job of breaking that fight up.
You two get out of the way. Wayne, get your ass up here!
Prisoners must surrender themselves for full psychiatric examination when requested.
Bruce Wayne, you're on my list.
Followed by a level 9 and 10
Bang.
psychiatric profiling.
You guys will probably never be able to guess who that guy is right there.
Lower your
weapons. Mr. Wayne will not be any trouble. Will you, Mr. Wayne? The cuffs can stay on. We don't want to make things too easy, do we?
And up here we got, Jack Ryder, the reporter from the first game, and some other poor guy who gonna get, thrown into Arkham City.
Guess that'll teach you to get involved in politics, won't it?
Listen to me carefully. When they open the door, do not panic. Stay close to me.
Do you think I'm taking advice from some guy who's never even been in a fight?
Stay calm. They're trying to scare us.
Sorry, man. It's every man for himself.
We got, first two inmates here. These two guys, gotta take them out. And I know everyone else has already pointed this out and all that, but, add me to the list and you can see the character we will come to know as Azrael. He's up there on the roof, keeping an eye on Bruce. Always watching. And, you look back up, he's gone. So, we'll have to keep an eye on him. Gotta get Jack up, or else these guys will tear him apart. And we see our first introduction of Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin.
Lights out, rich boy.
I don't, and judging from there, I don't think he likes Bruce very much.
Wakey, wakey, Wayne. Oh, what's up? Do you need me to call you butler?
Cobblepot.
Oh, you remember me. I'm touched. Your family destroyed mine, Wayne. This, well, let's just call this good old-fashioned revenge.
We can't let that short man, punch us with that knuckle duster. So we gotta stop that. Then he sicks his goons on us because he can't win a fight by himself. We gotta break free of the cuffs, and then we have to, then we gotta take out all his hardened goons and and veteran criminals, and have it be believable that that this rich billionaire is somehow going to beat a group of hardened criminals.
Contact Alfred from down here. I need to get higher.
But before we go and do that, we gotta knock Penguin out. We just gotta punch him. Drive his hate boner for Bruce, just that much higher. And then we can start climbing to contact Alfred.
Alfred, have you got my location?
Only just, sir. There's more interference than usual.
I need an immediate drop on the roof of the Ace Chemicals building. I'm on my way there now.
Of course.
And if we do a quick peek over the edge there, we can see some of the inmates, having a fight, or training at least.
I watched your incarceration on the evening news. Was getting yourself arrested a part of your plan all along?
Not exactly. Although I did get some one-on-one time with Hugo Strange.
And how was that?
Not good. He knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman. He also told me that something called Protocol 10 will make him famous. I can't leave Arkham City until I find out what it is.
And we get a fairly nice view of some of the city as well on our climb up the Ace Chemicals building. Make the jump.
Did it arrive, sir?
Right on time.
And we go up and we put on the bat suit.
Alfred, I took an encryption key from a Tiger Guard. I'm going to hack into their communications.
Yeah, and a nice detail that I thought was kind of cool that they added. You know, if you want some more information that's going on outside the city, you can tune into the Vicky Vale show there at Gotham FM. And if you want some more police information, you can go to the other one there at the bottom there, and you can listen in to some of the GCPD radio transmissions and all of that. Which is doesn't add a whole lot to the game, but at least at least that there's stuff going on outside the super prison as well. Which is always nice. Makes the world feel more alive. And I'm gonna do something a little differently in some of these other later videos, guys. And they're gonna be a little shorter. Some of them are. I make it a point to do some shorter videos as well. And if you guys want to see more of those, you guys can leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Whether if that's something you guys would like as well, whether you guys would like longer longer videos or some shorter videos as well. And I will go from there. Kind of depending on what you guys say or anything like that.
If there's one person in Arkham City who knows what's really
But
going on,
if
it's
none of you guys leave any of your thoughts down low, then I'll just go ahead and assume that you guys don't care either way, and you guys are fine with how the videos were during the Arkham Asylum series, and are fine with longer videos.
Did you find that easy? You were supposed to. That was merely a taste of what is to come. You will regret trying to outsmart me.
Yes, Riddler, we know. We beat you. You're salty, and you have to prove, and you feel the need to have to prove that you're like the second smartest guy in the room when Batman shows up. And we will be showing all 440 of those trophies, or at least enough of them to beat Riddler and beat his side mission at least. And this will be a kind of like a post after the fact question here, guys. I've already by the time you guys watch this episode and all the others in this series, I will have already, played and beaten the entire game. At least like the main game, at least. I haven't done the Harley Quinn's Revenge DLC yet as of recording or anything. So if you guys want to see me play through the DLC as well, and if you guys would also want to see me collect the rest of the Riddler trophies that are left, just like all the Catwoman ones, you guys can let me know, and I'll do it. And as long as the DLC as well. And then I'll probably what we do next will probably be I'll probably get started on the Arkham Knight play through in a few days as soon as I get done adding all the post game commentary for Arkham City. And for these, I believe it's these first 2 episodes at least. There won't be a whole lot of active story progression for these first 2 episodes. It'll more so be me just going around and picking up all of the available Riddler trophies that are around Arkham City that can be collected at the start of the game. And there's actually quite a few that actually can be acquired at the start of the game without needing to spend any upgrade points on any gadgets or having any story progression upgrades, that would require you having to progress the story in any way. And if you guys haven't played through Arkham City and gotten all the trophies at the start of the game that you can get without progressing the story, I would encourage y'all to give it a try. It's actually a lot more than you might think are actually available and that you can get at the start of the game. And that's pretty much what the rest of this episode and the next one will be to an extent. It'll just be me going around and collecting all the freebie trophies, I guess, and and all the other and all the security cameras, and all the and any and all of the the Joker balloons and all of that at the start of the game, and any of the other little side missions that are available, like this one right here, the random acts of violence against all the political prisoners as well.
I can't believe you saved me.
Go over here. Yeah, and we can, that guy says thank you and all that. Yeah, and right here, I tried to outsmart the game, and I tried to beat the game. Couldn't beat it that time, or the past 10 times. But one day, we're gonna beat the game. You're gonna beat the. You gotta try to still beat the game. Every playthrough, you gotta try to beat the game. And we got another Riddler trophies over here. Blow them up. That handy dandy explosive gel. I see this time Batman remembered to take it out of the trunk of the Batmobile this time, and he came with a few more gadgets than last time. Me just completely whiffed that quick fire Batclaw grab there. We go over here, we blow up the wall, we can crawl in through a vent and get another Riddler trophy. And behind the I suppose what is implied to be at least an entrance and exit, I suppose, for any of the Tiger Guards who need to access areas of the prison without having to land a any of their helicopters in the city, which I would imagine that would just be a very bad idea to try to land one of their helicopters in the city, like on ground level. That would just be a bad idea. And here in this game, something new they added is, Batman can now slide. So we're going to make use of that new mechanic in a number of ways. And most of them, funnily enough, involve doing it with, Riddler challenges and all of that, either to get trophies or to complete, some physical challenges as well that they added into the game. Yeah, here, I think, actually, I don't remember where I go next. I think I go under the, yeah. I go over here and I'll get this one. Get that trophy there. Yeah. Then we go up here and we go over to this next one and we get the Riddler trophy over there. You can see that one there. We grab that one. Then I believe we go to the top of this building here. There's a Riddler trophy up here we can grab as well. Hiding right there, top of the little archway.
City's worse than the old one.
Yeah, then we take out camera with the action camera. That way we can follow the Batarang and see it. Yeah, over here I'm just checking. Yeah, and here I spend a moment trying to do this challenge, but this one can't do this one at the very start of the game. It's meant to be that like you're supposed to have the line launcher to do it, but I think I didn't test this, and I feel kind of bad looking back at it now and not testing it. But yeah, you see up here, I try to still trying to think of a way to do it, but I think there's only one correct way to do it and another way that I think you can do it, but I didn't test it, so I don't know if you can do it. But I think if you get the grapnel boost, I think you can do it that way. I don't know if you can do it that way with the grapnel boost if you do that side mission. I didn't test it, so I don't know, but I think you could do it that way as well once you get the grapnel boost, but I don't know. If any of y'all have done that, like gotten the grapnel boost, then gone back to try to do that puzzle, you guys let me know in the comments, because I think you could be able to do that, but I don't know for sure. If any of you guys could confirm or deny that in the comments, that would be a big help. See, down here what I believe at least is meant to be like the first start to the rescuing the political prisoners who are being attacked around the prison, just because, you know, Jack Ryder is the only named like political prisoner that, you know, hasn't, that, you know, that, you know, that, you know, that we can see their name and all that. But yeah, you know, that's just my thought, that, you know, he's supposed to be the first one you save. You know, because, you know, he's surrounded by, you know, the largest group of inmates attacking a political prisoner.
The name's Ryder. Jack Ryder.
But, you know, that's just my
The
thought.
TV reporter.
But that's just my
You a
thought
fan?
process on it.
No. What are you doing here?
You guys,
You tell me.
feel free to
I'm
share
doing
your
decent
thoughts on that
strange.
down below as
Look
well.
around you. Does this seem like a good idea to you?
What did you find out?
The official line is he's been out of the country, studying some kind of radical psychiatric therapy technique. I did some digging and found a guy who claims Strange caused his breakdown. Seems that after the professor cured him, he couldn't even remember his name. I wasn't so sure, but I saw some poor guy get dragged off when I was being processed. Strange was picking his victims personally.
Arkham City is a dangerous place. I suggest you keep a low profile.
You may have a point. I'll lay low, see what's going on down here.
And yeah. And during times whenever they're talking, or, you know, or having any kind of dialogue, I'll try not to talk over it if it's like, you know, during like a story bit, or in any interact or any interactions like that. I'll try my best not to talk over it for you guys. And over here we got another little Riddler puzzle. We got a pair of political prisoners over there. You know, they're talking and, you know, struggling on how to survive in a prison with a bunch of other, you know, hardened criminals and all that, having a hard time. And there's two more of them over here by the courthouse, pretty much talking about the same thing. Yeah, we go down here and we have just a small talk with him.
Oh, jeez.
You're
the last person I expected to see in here. What did you do?
You don't want to know. Who are you?
Who was I, you mean? In here, you're nothing. Out there, I worked at the company handling security for this place.
Yeah, me too.
Don't tell me. You were sent here by Strange.
Yeah, that evil son of a bitch. What the hell did I do wrong?
You obviously know something you shouldn't. Try to figure out what that is and stay out of sight.
And yeah, and another little thing that I think is, you know, kind of interesting and cool a little bit is when you find the political prisoners camp under the bridge, you know, they'll occasionally start talking, you know, about how everything's messed up in the prison and all of that. And another of the prisoners will, you know, try to reassure the other one that it's okay, that Batman's here now.
It's like you came out of nowhere.
All right, guys, you know, go on down here and have a chat with these political prisoners.
Don't hurt me, please.
You've got 30 seconds. Talk.
I'm Ernest Ray. This here's Dave. We didn't do anything wrong. My door was kicked down and I was dragged here on Hugo Strange's orders.
What did you do?
Nothing. All I did was head up the crew that built the wall around this place. Worked 6 months day and night, and look where it got me.
How have you survived this long?
We stay out of sight. We don't bother anyone, and they don't kill us.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'm closing this place down.
Yeah, and sorry for any pause or look or seem to be gap there in the audio recording. Something came up and I had to step away for a moment, but it shouldn't happen anymore for the rest of this audio recording. So, don't have to worry about that. And, head on over here, and we just continue collecting all the freebie Riddler trophies around the map, and you guys get to watch some of my successes and failures in collecting all the easy trophies, I guess, all the ones that are just out here. Just get that one, get it that time. And I've discovered at least all the ones that I've had trouble with getting in the past. Have a bit of an easier time with them. As the playthroughs, the number of completed playthroughs increases. I guess that is to be expected, I guess. But yeah, so, and what are your guys', one trophy in Arkham City that just always gives y'all trouble? Like, it doesn't matter if it's like your first playthrough or like your 50th playthrough. It's just like, that one trophy is just, you're going to be spending like the next 10 minutes on that trophy. And there ain't no two ways around it. You're just, for the next like 10 minutes, you're going to be trying to get that trophy. I think everyone has a trophy like that in these games. It's either a trophy or it's a boss fight or just some different section in the game, gives everyone troubles. I've seen people say that express their frustrations occasionally, in the Saga games of what they think is easy, someone else might think is hard, and vice versa. But we got some thugs dialogue talking about Two-Face and Catwoman down there.
Have you ever seen what comes out of someone when they're cut in half? Can't say I have. It's nasty. Bits of liver, heart, whatever he had for lunch that day, and the smell. Oh, it's freaking horrible. Is that what he's gonna do to Catwoman? I figured they were friends. Who knows? With Harvey, friendships end real quick. If that coin comes up bad, you better run.
Yeah, and I don't think I end up going down there yet. So we're still riddle hunting those cameras. Yeah, this one I don't know why, or if it's just been that long since my last playthrough of Arkham City. But this one kind of just threw me for a loop for a little bit, for a moment. It took me a moment to remember the correct way to go about this puzzle. So it's me just trying just to refamiliarize myself a little bit with the puzzle. just a little bit. Yeah, I think I get it this time. No, not this time. I think I go over here and do it from over here on this side now. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, there, and right here. And we got the trophy. Go up here and there's a few trophies up here we can get real fast. We get these. Yo, and this one I actually missed I actually let go of the dive button. Well, not that I let go of it, I hit the very edge of the roof there and we don't dive bomb through. And the stinking door doesn't open back up for us. You see there, and we just. I guess that's why they gave us explosive gel to start the game, just in case that happened, or else we're outside of restarting from the last checkpoint, which no one ever really wants to do. They gave us a way so we could get out. We got another one over here, and down below us we have the political prisoners. Their camp. Tiger helicopter sees us, got the spotlight on us. Blow 'em up, blow 'em up, blow 'em up. Get the trophy, and down here I just I break the wall, the wrong breakable wall, and thinking the trophy was behind this one. But turns out the trophy was in the one next to it. It was a few more down. So yeah, get that one. Yeah, there's another trophy in back there, but we don't have the gadget required to get that one, so we'll have to come back for that one a little later after some story progression. Use the remote control battery here to hit that camera. And we continue. I think at this point we start heading over, I think, to the amusement mile and the industrial district. Start getting some of the freebies over there. Not yet. It don't seem, at least. We still got a few freebies over here in Park Row we can get. But yeah, I think it is.
Joker was at the church?
I'm pretty sure the ending of this episode we make it over to the industrial area.
I heard they got married. You wouldn't let a piece of ass like Harley get away. You'd have to be crazy. Yeah, and no one ever
Yeah, some more of that always enjoyable, inmate dialogue.
Are they still in there? I guess. Harley was dressed all kinds of crazy. She needs to be careful walking around like that in here. Some of these guys haven't seen a woman in years. No one's crazy enough to mess with Joker's girl. In fact, no one's crazy enough to get involved with her, period. Well, except Joker.
Just, listen in on their dialogue while we are roaming around the city. And we go over there and we get this one. Ugh. Sorry about that, guys. If y'all heard that, it was just some yawning a little bit. It's been a long day. And how have you guys been doing? how's y'all's days been going? Y'all doing good? Y'all either working or all that, doing school maybe, college, or or y'all taking a lunch break and y'all got on YouTube. And if y'all found me for the first time, either in the recommendeds or you're just one of the guys just randomly found my channel, I'd like to welcome y'all for the first time. Like to say welcome and hi. And I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. And yeah, here's where we really start pushing into the amusement mile area. We start getting some of these trophies. Alright, so, and I know the general consensus among the Arkham fans is that Arkham City is the best in the saga. But what are some of y'all guys' opinions on the community agreed upon order of the Arkham games? Y'all like Arkham Asylum for its atmosphere, or do y'all like Arkham City for its story? As I see, a lot of people, argue that Arkham City has like the best story. Or do y'all like Arkham Origins, for its origins and all of that? And I know Arkham Origins for the longest time was widely regarded as like the black sheep of the trilogy, because they just had to have the Joker in it. They were that whether it was a higher ups decision or a conscious decision that they just were afraid that they could not have an Arkham game without having the Joker in it in some way, shape, or form. And in my opinion, how I would have gone about, making Arkham Origins, the only thing I really would have changed is I would have changed how they used the Joker. And I would have kind of had the way that they went about doing it at the end of the Batman Begins movie, if any of you guys remember that movie. And those of y'all who do, y'all know where I'm probably gonna go about this. And those who don't, you guys can listen in and see if y'all agree with me or not. But I would have taken Joker completely out of the main story in Origins. I wouldn't have shown him in the story or anything. The only mentions of Joker I would have gone about doing or having him in as is he would have been a little Easter egg at like the very end of the game. And and it would have it only would have you only would have been able to trigger that cutscene at like the very end of the game once you beat the main story and all side missions to 100%. It had to be like at the end of the game once you've done everything else. You get you guys would see like the first introduction of like the bat signal that that Jim uses to signal Batman, and and the interaction there call it what you would, but I'd have it. It would for all intents and purposes, it would pretty much just be like a done differently version of the last like 2 minutes of the Batman Begins movie with Jim basically briefing Batman that about one of the Joker's first crimes and all of that, and him mentioning that whoever this guy is, he's dangerous and all that, and at least he seems dangerous, and that he has a flair for the dramatic, and that he leaves a calling card. And of course, to those of y'all who remember the Batman Begins movie, the calling card, would have been the Joker playing card. And maybe if you want to add a little more to it, the first mission, I guess, could have easily been, you just going to a crime scene, Joker's crime scene, and, just done a little investigating. And, maybe you could have found evidence of, of the Joker's laughing gas. And, and seeing one of the victims of said laughing gas. And, and maybe that could have, been the mission in its entirety right there. And everyone who's, and I feel like that would have been a much better use of Joker, in my opinion. Absolutely every single one of us would have known who that was, and I think it would have, built, would have been a much, better use of Joker, in my opinion. And in that way, when Arkham Knight came out, it would have felt a bit better, in my opinion. And and I got my own thoughts and opinions on how they went about and handled Arkham Knight as well. And we will, and I'll go more in depth in my thoughts on Arkham Knight when we get to that one. And I suppose, we near the end of this episode, I suppose I can go back to something else I was talking about in the first game. I think I can, I can get all my thoughts out on it in the last few minutes here. But, as we'll come to find out in Catwoman's episodes and her portions of the game, she eventually comes gets help from Poison Ivy, help into get into the confiscated goods vault of Professor Strange. And if you notice and look at Ivy's vines that she uses, they look an awful lot like how Ivy's vines looked in Arkham Asylum. And yeah, sure, if you want to argue that, it's just Ivy, using her new vines and all of that, sure, you could argue that. But I just personally feel like, it's Ivy still having trace elements of Titan left in her from Arkham Asylum. And I know it ain't much to go on, but it's just like my personal belief that, that Ivy, that she does in fact still have, even a small amount of Titan left in her. But, yeah, and I know it's all like, just like headcanon and all of that. But the fact that we never saw concretely that the Bat computer hadn't 100%, hadn't shown 100% on it making the cure, and unless like someone at Rocksteady or whatnot comes out and says something otherwise, I'm just gonna stick with that being like, my personal headcanon that, Ivy, still had, traces of Titan left in her since since she was relocated to Arkham City. And we'll see a bit more of it as well when we continue playing as Catwoman and as Batman when we go back to her apartment. It looks more overgrown and more fortified, I guess, than what looks like she could do normally. But, that's just my personal thoughts and opinions on Ivy from the first game at least. And since we're nearing the end of this video, as, still working on my outros and all of that, but, usual YouTube outro here, guys. You guys know what the buttons do at the end of the video. You know where they are. You guys know what they do. And if you feel like using them, go ahead. I encourage it. And I will see you guys in the next episode.
Bad enough here without the